Okay.
No, we should
Let's
be.
go back to YouTube. Just want to be sure.
Yeah, we're live.
And
Hey guys,
share.
Infidel 1258 here, and Jim Morgan's hanging out. We are live to the public. How you doing, Jim?
Oh, doing pretty good today. I'm excited to talk about stuff tonight.
Me too.
I'm excited.
Me too. I didn't know that Constantia was available, so thank you for that little tidbit.
Yeah.
Did you get any?
No, I didn't.
You didn't buy any Rift Watcher packs, right? Like none.
Technically, I have 3.
Okay.
I bought 3. But yeah, I didn't want to buy any.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish I had more, to be honest, but
yeah.
I mean, I'm feeling really kind of FOMO about land right now, and I don't know how to make that a reality. I don't know how to execute on that desire, but I'm feeling really eager for some more. Butters, you're back. Eli, dude. Tim, good to see you, buddy. Tails is here. Love it. Go. I picked up for Tails. I picked up a Cryptomancer card. I tried to get him to sign it, Tails. I didn't get to tell you this in the text. I sent him a Discord. I tried to get him to sign it for you, but he didn't have a pen, and I didn't have a pen. And but I got you one. And when we meet in person, I'm going to hand deliver that puppy for you. I've got it right here on my desk. I've got it secured in a in one of the protective card cases. And I've actually got something else here for you too. So I'm looking forward to that, bud. One day, one of these days.
Yeah. And
shout out to Butters again. He popped into the live chat a minute ago when we were doing. I had it set up for members only, guys. But Jim was like, you know what, we gotta let's open it up. Let's see, let's go public and see what we get. And now we're in good company. We got Birds, Bees, and Trees. We got Tales from the Cryptmancer. We got Crypto Games Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Good to see you, dude. Gathering the Magic. Good to see you, brother. You're always welcome.
Wait, isn't that wait, is that a different crypto game? I don't know. Is that maybe the TNA Legion leader? Or is that a different guy?
Crypto Games Sri Lanka? Yeah. No. There's well, I don't know their YouTube names, but there's Sep who has 2 of them, and then there's Isaac, aka I forget what Isaac's Erzog or something like that, in Discord.
Yeah. So in the live stream last night for Splinterlands TV, there was one guy in there talking about how he's the leader of like 10 or 8, I forget exactly.
Okay, so 10 and 8, so 10 it could be Little Dog, aka Mass. 10 and 8, yeah, is Little Dog, aka Mass, but he's not technically. I don't know. He's not technically the leader. I guess he's like the person who funded it. There's another. Gotcha. There's one of the players is. It could be. So I guess is my short answer. I don't really know.
Bird Bees Trees. He hasn't seen it yet. We're gonna watch it. Don't you worry. Yeah. We're gonna watch it. Yeah. And if you guys haven't, be sure to thumbs it up after this. After we watch it is what I should say.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's Jim was telling me that his Splinterlands TV channel has been clipped and submitted for the Splinterlands TV Weekly Award, which wins 500 SPS.
Yeah. And
I want to say that if Jim wins that, I want to throw 100 SPS for him to donate on his channel when he goes live to, I don't know, 1 person, 5 people, 10 people. So get out and go vote for him. I'm going to throw 100 to Jim to donate to his fans and who show up on that channel for that night. Next week we'll know, right? Jim, when is the voting? Do you know?
I want to say that it ends Sunday or Saturday night. Yeah, I want to say every single end of the week.
Cool.
They end the voting.
So today's Thursday, guys. If you don't know about that, first of all, Splinterlands TV does this thing where when you do Splinterlands TV footage, people can clip it. If they clip it and they share it and it gets liked, the one that gets the most likes gets held up for that week and gets celebrated, gets honored, gets mentioned at the town hall, and then both the creator, so Jim, and then also the person who clipped it get I forget how much SPS, but a certain amount of SPS, And
Yeah, I'm
then
pretty sure it's 500,
I
or
think
maybe it's 250 each. I
I wasn't
forget.
sure about that either. So I didn't, yeah,
Yeah.
it's one or the other, but it's a good chunk of change. And
Yeah.
so we'll hope that it works. And yeah, I'd love to throw in 100 to make it a bit juicy. So anybody listening, go, if you support them, you got a chance to then unlock some free SPS for yourself next week when Jim goes live.
So, all right, before we do watch it, I don't know whenever that is, there's a little bit of story behind it. So if we do that now, or if we do that in 15 minutes, I got a story to tell before we watch it.
Cool. Let's do it. Let's do it in like 15 minutes so we can let people file in, and we can just kind of say hi to the chat, and then I want to collect my Ushers. There's so many things going on still, so we'll give a few minutes for people to kind of pile in. Ivan, good to see you. Birds, Bees, and Trees, I think I said hi already. Eli, Butters, Tim, good to see you. Gathering, good to see you guys. And
I was hanging out with Eli last night.
Yeah, over on the Splinterlands TV.
Yeah.
Man, I love. It feels like this channel and this conversation feels a bit like, it reminds me of like university or high school, where kind of high university, because it's like we have a class together. Like, this is our class. We go learn about Splinterlands together for an hour or two every week, and you see the same friendly faces, you laugh, you joke, and you learn something. So it feels like a university class.
Yeah. That's one thing I wish that we actually got taught in school, is investments.
They
just teach you how to be a worker.
I know they teach you, frankly. I mean, this is a hot take. You've all probably thought it too. You guys are in crypto, so you've thought what I'm about to say already. But I think the education system teaches us how to to jump through hoops, and that's it. Like, think about high school. High school, even today, maybe some of you have kids, others of you don't. But I'm telling you guys, I have children in grades 1 and 3, and they don't get grades anymore. When I was a kid, you got grades. You could fail a class. You could be held back. Now we're too concerned about them, I don't know, maybe I don't know what it is. I don't want to be like the grumpy boomer who is like, kids these days. But frankly, the schooling system doesn't seem to me to be teaching valuable life lessons. It seems to be teaching you how to jump through hoops. You got to get over this hurdle so you can get over that hurdle so you can be a good working bee for the rest of your life. As opposed to, hey, here's how money works. And do you know what inflation is? And do you see what the government's doing? And do you understand what the power of real estate or, long-term invest? Like, none of that's really covered.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they don't teach anyone how to be an entrepreneur. They don't teach anyone how to follow kind of what it is that they want to do. It's just like, do this and don't ask questions until you're out of high school, really.
Yeah, and Gathering says, education system teaches how to regurgitate facts, not to be a critical thinker. I think university, at least when I went like 15 years ago, was attempting to teach how to be a critical thinker. And I don't know, I've heard from different people, it's not so much the same anymore. But I had teachers who would tell me to defend an idea that I specifically didn't agree with, for the purpose of teaching you to articulate your opponent's viewpoint. Yeah. That's really powerful if you do it well. And sometimes you do it well and sometimes you do it poorly, but just that exercise of walking through it is actually really important. What's Usher selling for? Let's have a peek.
Man.
He was selling there was bid buys out there for $30.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where is it? It's a legendary, right? It's a promo though.
Yeah. There it is.
High bid 27. So the high bid is slipping down a little bit from the initial levels. $30 for the sell value. Stever, look at Stever. He's just like getting rid of it.
Oh, wait. Is he trying to sell it?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's selling for
I honestly don't blame him. Good job, Steve.
tell everybody why you say it like that. Like why? What about the card? Why would he sell it? Why do you think it's a good idea?
So, all right. I also don't know how many Steve has. Okay. He could have a lot, and he's just like, all right, I have my one maxed out copy. Perfectly fine with that. Right.
Yeah.
There is another thing to where he might just not be impressed with the card. He might just have better cards, and he's now trying to cycle to get more money into buying more stuff to go into better airdrops.
Yeah. You know what's tempting? The idea that if you could actually execute a $30 trade on this card, and look, I like this card. I think I like this card more than you do, Jim. Because I would play
definitely
it. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it at that level where this tank heal is there for me. And you know, I know you said you felt strongly about that tank heal being. And actually, I saw a great comment that you'll like to hear. Who said it though? Just today, I read it on my channel. It was like they kind of screwed us by showing us the Usher Constantia abilities and implying that tank heal was the first. And then they inspired us to buy it through that ability, and then they changed it, and now it's less effective at silver, it's less effective at bronze, and I mean, honestly, that kind of feels true. What do you have to say about that, Jim?
So, I could definitely see it, but we have to remember, until it is out there to the public, until it's fully released, all of this stuff is subject to change.
Yeah, that's fair.
And going into the past, right? Like through the history of every other card, right? It's always whatever ability is the farthest to the left.
Yeah.
That is the one that's always first.
Yeah.
So it was definitely in testing to have that. Could they have changed it just because it was like, all right, this is just a really powerful thing, and we want people to go into the later state or into the higher leagues, so kind of giving them more incentive of climbing and getting her into gold? Maybe. It probably was a better call on their side to do that, because if this card had tank heal at level 1, I just don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you're saying that would be, if it had tank heal at level 1, that would be much more powerful. Are you saying that might have been too powerful? Is that what I'm hearing you say?
I think it might have been too powerful. Yeah, and they were just like, yeah, we don't want it to be that powerful.
Hey Ashley, she says, hey Dwayne, hey Jim, I already bought Usher Max for Gold League, paid 178. So that you bought 6 of them for but $30 a pop.
Nice.
That to me, I mean, here's the thing. The cost is going at that rate. And when if you guys know crypto, you know Splinterlands, when you buy a card and the next day it goes up 20% or down 20%, if you buy a card and then it goes down 20%, you go, oh man, I got screwed. Or if you buy a card and it goes up 20%, you say, yes, I knew it. Like, and the thing is, you don't really know until a day or a week or even a month or two go by, and then you start to feel like, okay, good deal, or maybe I made a mistake. And so that pressure of buying a $200 card today and then kind of sitting and waiting and wondering, is it going to just kind of fall to $10 a unit? I don't think so, is what I'm trying to say. This card to me strikes me, especially if you're playing at the Gold League level, like deeply valuable. I saw a video from Hawks yesterday, or no, I think he released it yesterday, but I watched it today. He was talking about the new neutral summoner, and he was saying at Gold League you got to have it. But to me, if you're like a Gold League warrior, this card and here, I love the new summoner because the neutrality and all that. Yes, it's so powerful and interesting and unique, and I think you're going to need that. But actually, I feel like we talked about how there's not enough heals, especially on, for instance, the death team. And then this card comes along and really changes that. Like from the modern league, this might be the only card, because the Pegasus is not available to you. And I guess you could do the Tortesian, whatever it's called, which is a neutral magic monster. But again, the death team only has one death monster that has tank heal, and that is the Pegasus, which is a hugely expensive card. It's an old card. It's not available in modern, I don't think. And so cards that bring healing really transform death in a major way. And we've talked about before how death is really uniquely powerful in terms of stats, because the abilities of the summoners don't usually add buffs. They usually add nerfs to your enemy. And so one of the things you guys might never have noticed is that the death monsters will actually usually output more damage, have bigger hit point pools or stuff like that, because the summoners often are nerf based and not buff based.
Yeah.
You kind of pointed me that, Jim, like a few months back. Do you still agree that that's true?
Oh yeah. I mean, like we look at even Dalen lowering their max HP, which, you know, hurts the healers. And then we can look at every single summoner that they've made for death.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much all debuffs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that doesn't mean they're bad, but it just means that as a result, the developers have given more damage output and sort of intrinsic stats to some of the monsters, because these abilities are not generally buff based. They're all negative, you know.
And if you think about it, right? Well, I guess I've talked about this in the past. If you reduce something's HP by 1, and you also give one of your creatures a +1 attack, in theory, on the first turn, that is the exact same amount of damage. Okay? But once a game starts to go past that one turn, which most do, you instantly get so much more value out of the +1 attack. Because, all right, if they have 5 HP, I bring them down to 4, and I hit them for 2, and then the next turn, you hit them for 2. So in 2 turns, that's essentially 5 damage. To where if you have a 2 attack and you buff it to 3, you hit for 3, and then you hit for 6. It's pretty much always better to utilize a plus stat to your stuff, because over the course of the time, you're getting more value.
Yeah, it's also the idea of being able to control your attack. Like when you play a negative melee, you are hoping to counter my melee. If I don't do melee, your summoner has really lost the ability to have an impact. Whereas if you bring a +1 melee or a +1 speed, I might counter you and nullify your benefit, but you have come to the table with a plan that is supportive of what you're trying to do. Like you've got a +1 melee summoner, you're going to bring 5 or 6 melee summoner or monsters. You're not going to go +1 melee summoner and then do some medley of magic and archery, and you know what I mean? And so you put together a thesis and then you try to execute that plan, versus somebody like a Zintar Mortalis, who can be quite effective, but is ultimately a counterplay summoner.
Yeah, he does literally nothing against magic teams. He does nothing against range attack teams.
Yeah.
He's just good against melees.
Liberty Guy off the grid says, from 200 RW packs, I pulled 4 standard and 3 gold foils. Oh, sure. Dude, 3 gold foils? That is wild. Ooh.
Dude, I think you have a better chance of winning the lottery than getting 3 gold foils and 4 standards.
That's wild. I can't wait to see what I get. I bet we don't get any gold foils, but if we do, I'll be pumped. Promo and Dragon, I think it's worth at least 45. Ivan Lopez says that he thinks Usher is worth probably $45 a copy because it's promo, because it's Dragon. I would add to that also this tank heal conversation that we've been alluding to, and how the impact on death Yeah, I know it's a dragon summoner, or sorry, monster, but the synergy with what death is capable of offering, I think, is really powerful for this team if you have a death team. So that adds
Yeah.
something to me, and I do think $45 probably makes a lot of sense. The question in the short term is, does it go down first because we get this glut of supply? Is usually the case. It's not always the case, but it's often the case. We see a kind of slow tick down of price because we're getting more and more copies. But with this one, it should be quite pronounced, right? This is a promo. Is this one even inside the packs? I actually don't know that it is.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's like Blight in that way.
Dwayne, we got a name.
What's that?
We got a couple's name.
Did we? What is it?
Scroll down. Chris wrote it.
Oh man, I knew I was falling behind on the chat. Chris, hello, Jim Fidel. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see. Resurrect has amazing ability, too, says Ivan. Yeah, for sure. Resurrect is amazing, and at bronze, you're happy you have that. That's for sure. But I would say, I feel strongly that tank heal is more important. Not saying resurrect is bad, but tank heal is more important than resurrect. I want them both, and that they're both in this one card makes it really a strong, amazing card. And I think 45 is probably probably on the low end when you start to look, 2-3 years out. This is a card I think that will be uniquely expensive. I do think it's quite important, not a little important, like very. So I think even if prices dip down because of supply growth, as people wake up today, tomorrow, and they check and then they say, oh, well, I'll sell some. You know what I mean? It could go down, but I think ultimately, long term, it's such a strong card, and I think it'll help us win. And Resurrect is part of that story for sure. It'll be very expensive later. Igor with Agor from Rift Watchers and Void Armor. Ooh. So, like using the Resurrect in conjunction with a big taunt monster with huge hit points. Yeah, and armor. And Void Armor specifically. You're right. Void Armor is one of the best candidates for partnering with... I can't do it that way. Void Armor is definitely one of the best partners for any sort of Resurrect. The monsters on the screen, if they go down, are going to come back with 1 hit point and a good chunk of armor. Like he said, Agor's got 6.
Look at the Legionnaire. Alvar is a monster.
Absolutely. Yeah. The thing is, he just doesn't do enough damage. But I love that he is only 9. I love that his kit allows Giant Killer, Death Blow. He can be very devastating in certain situations. Yeah. When he's up against a Grum, for instance, and it goes 1v1 situations. And he is so strong in partnership with, like, for instance, the new Usher, because of that Resurrect and because of the Void Armor and so much armor just naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I want to check. So I'm going to check how many I've got, and then let's transition into the SPS clip.
Ooh, the Splinterlands clip of the week.
Okay, Yuki, good to see you out there, buddy. Good to see you. Thanks, pal. Chris West, good to see you, pal. Who else? Arakid's here. I was pretty upset about the tank heal switch. I missed the memo that had it changed. I think it was Arakid that dropped a comment on my channel, and somebody was chatting with you, Arakid, and you guys were like both agreeing. It might have been Yuki also commenting that this was like kind of bait and switch. And we talked about that earlier. Jim and I both agree that was that was clearly switched. And I think to some extent that was a little bit dicey because of the nature of how it encouraged us to buy these packs. But Jim was rightly saying, until these cards are released, their stats are up for alteration. So
100%.
I only know one. Okay, so I'm gonna look at how many I got, and then we'll transition over to something here. Jim's got a clip for us to watch, and we're gonna watch it. I've never seen it. Apparently, it's a good one. And if we vote for it, guys, I said already, if we vote for it on Splinterlands TV, just to be the clip of the week. It'll show up next week on the town hall. If it does, and if he wins, I'm going to give 100 SPS to Jim to divvy out like however he sees fit on his next Splinterlands TV live. So go support him. We'll watch the clip together in a minute. But first, I want to check how many Ushers I got. So I only had 275 eligible packs. So claim reward odds for each airdrop.
Yeah, that's right.
Each qualifying pack has a 2% chance to result in a standard foil. Okay. And then 0.08% chance. Look at that. He had 200 packs and he got 3 gold foils.
That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah. 50 packs are required for a guaranteed order. So I should get 5 normal ones. If I do anything better than that, that's above and beyond. Come on, guys.
Have a good night, Bobby.
What? I got 10.
Wait, you got 10? Wait, weren't you supposed to like 5 and then 5 guarantee?
I was only.
And then you got 5 more?
That's wild.
Dude, you can almost max it out.
I don't even understand that.
I mean, I wouldn't question it.
No, no, we're good. We're good. I mean, I bought 275 packs, and in my mind, all I should have got was 5 of these. So this feels amazing.
Yeah.
And I do want a max level copy of that. So I'm super pumped. Sad thing is I don't think I'll sell any of them because even though I do, the tempting thing is, if I could sell those now for $300, I could go buy more Riftwatcher packs, and that would be awesome too, in a different way. Okay. So tonight, guys, there's lots of things to do and talk about. I'm going to open up some Gladius packs. I have 10 Gladius packs. I got 50 Bloodstones here ready to go. So that could be cool. But before we do anything else, we'll check in with the chat again in a couple of minutes. But before we do that, I want to watch this clip from Splinterlands TV featuring Jim's channel. And we've got it queued up, I think. See.
Yeah, we got a few. Oh, you got to scroll super far down.
Dude, there's got to be a button, right? Like
right or click on your middle mouse button, the scroll wheel, and drag it all the way down. Drag it all the way down.
No, that was it was moving real.
Right, sure. You can do it like that too.
Yeah. Okay. So the Wizard Man.
Oh, no. So this is one right here, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. All 5.
Wow. Are they? And they're all different.
So that one right there that you're hovered on, that's the first part, and then we can watch the second part.
Okay.
But before we get there, okay, I got a story for you guys. Imagine it. You're sitting down at your computer, hanging out with the #1 alpha gamer in Splinterlands. And then you watch Matt 2 Castle Clark come in the chat and drop a essence orb on your boy Jim Morgan. Okay. Jim was just sitting there trying to make a brand new account, looking to drop like $50 on it. He's going to be starting some new progress series account, and every single week we're just going to be putting some money onto it. But Matt comes in and he's like, hey, here's an essence orb for you. Let's go ahead and open it.
Are you saying Yabba Matt?
No. Matt Clark. I thought it was that Matt at first. I'm like, is this the Matt I think it is? No, it wasn't Yabba Matt.
Okay.
This was the guild leader of Stever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this was Matt Clark. Matt 2 Castle Clark apparently has 2 castles.
Wow.
2 regions.
Yeah.
So he's been giving people for this stream team essence orbs, and he's just like, here you go, do whatever you want with it. I'm like, we're opening it, so let's go ahead and click that one by or 4. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Can I make it big?
Stream? Yeah.
Okay. Now I gotta check the volume. I don't want it to blow everyone's ears out. Oh, Goldie. Look at the eyes. I don't even know I don't even know what this could be. That's the crazy thing. I got so
Neither
few.
did I.
What is the chat saying at this moment?
Chat saying nice gift. Do you guys know Matt Clark's from?
No,
did you guys know Matt Clark is from Holzor's town?
That's
Thought
cool.
it might have been Yabo too, but I knew.
No, but I mean, like yesterday when you were doing that and you're like you're holding your face and you see that gold reflection. What was what were they saying in your in that moment?
Oh, they were like, oh my god, gold foil, gold foil.
Yeah. Jim Flexes gets. Oh, the name of this.
Spoilers, Dwayne. Spoilers.
Spoilers, Jim.
So, all right, yeah, let's go ahead and play that one. You ready? Come on. You boys ready to flex with me? Are you boys ready to flex? Huh? You gotta hit them with it. Ugh. Guys, hit them with it. Here we go.
Come on. That's so crazy.
It was, and then they were like, it's the best card in the pack. It's the best card. Everyone was freaking out.
Wow. Wow, dude. What's that worth? That's worth a ridiculous.
It's like $83.
Wow. $100 just like gifted. Here you go.
Yeah. On a brand new account. He sent it to my new account. And yeah, we just cracked it. So,
and it has it doesn't have tank heal. See, again, just you gotta wait till gold to get their tank heal.
Yeah, I know.
Dang. That's awesome, dude. That's super cool. Yeah, for sure, you guys pop over to Splinterlands and make sure you support that clip.
Yeah,
let's drive one of
specifically in the Splinterlands TV Discord. Yeah. I don't know if there's anywhere in that for the Splinterlands Discord. Pretty sure it's just the Splinterlands TV.
Okay. I've never personally, and I guess it's this. So I'm gonna go. Where was that one? That was.
I don't know. I've just been telling people thumbs up all 5 of them because we don't know which one's gonna win.
That's
true.
That
one's not me. That one's not me doing. Cancel all those.
Retract
all right, now we go down.
Retract that. Yeah.
All right, you skipped that. You skipped that one that was just north.
Did I?
Hit all this. Yeah. Scroll up. That one's not me. One more right there. One more right there. Yeah. Easy.
Yeah, guys, and then look at this little. To fuse up. Okay, guys. Yeah, support him. If he wins, then you guys can win some SPS. Now
we're gonna do a giveaway. Yep.
Yeah. I saw. Oh dang! Look at the RNG streamer luck. Yeah. It's all sometimes those sorts of moments where you like that other day a month or two ago where Jim and I are opening 3 beta packs. And we're having a great time joking. We're not going to open them. Oh, maybe, oops, I opened it. And on the last card, legendary, dude, if that thing was a gold foil, I would have lost. I would have blown my top. But even the last card was a legendary. It feels like the Splinterlands RNG knows what's happening. It's like, let's make a special moment right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna post Dwayne's reaction and steal clip of the week. Could you imagine if you got clip of the week because you reacted to someone's clip of the week?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I missed Bobby. I'll have to send a message out to him later. Good to see you, Bobby. If you can still hear me, thanks for popping by.
Yeah, I got almost 5,000 collection power for that.
Yeah,
orb.
Man, that's awesome. Oh, my guys, some of you, Jim will know, but many of you won't. At Splinterfest, my good friend Mike came out to Splinterfest with me. He's a Canadian. We grew up together. We went to high school together.
Mike's a really cool dude.
Yeah. He loves games. He loves board games. Yeah, we get together. He's one of my closest friends, and we get together to play games and board games together regularly. And so he just came out. He decided, let's go out he'll come to Vegas. He comes to Vegas with me, goes to Splinterfest, and is like hanging out. And oh, nice, thanks, man. Oh, Gank drop. I think is that from Gank? I think so.
Gangstar, do some love.
We'll send out a Chaos Legion pack to somebody in the audience. I can bring out Nightbot here. Nightbot running.
Nice. I don't think you do Nightbot. I think you ask a question.
Good call. Yeah, we'll do a question. Yeah. Okay, so I got some things in mind, but what was I saying? Something about oh, Mike, my buddy Mike. So he comes to Splinterfest with me. He's never played Splinterlands ever, and he goes, "Yeah, you know, like just for the fun of it, let's do it. Let's go to Vegas." And he comes down. He meets Jim. He meets who does he meet? He meets Walking Keys. He meets he really met everybody. Like I mean everybody.
Yeah, he met everyone.
Yeah, and on the last day, he's like, despite years of me saying, guys, like to my best friends, I'm like, guys, this game is for real. Like this is fun. It's entertaining. It's right up your alley. I know you love this, and it actually gives you an opportunity to make money. And they're just like, sure, Dwayne, sure. But on Sunday, the last day of the event, he's like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. He turns it on at around 10 in the morning on the computers in the event area. And he didn't turn the game off until 10 p.m. He played for 12 straight hours. And
his ECR was shot.
It was 0 by the end of the day. And he's just like, how do I earn, what did he say to me? At the end of the day, like 9 p.m., he goes, how do I earn any like free cards and stuff like that? And I'm like, oh, you need to, and I go look at his ECR. His ECR is at like a fraction of a percent at that point. And I'm like, oh, dude, you haven't stopped playing all day. There's this thing called ECR, and you can only play really 30 matches a day, and you've done 500. It was funny.
Dude climbed into gold rating with free cards.
With almost nothing, he was already in. I think it was just really high bronze, but you have to remember he had never touched the game and he knew nothing about it. And then I sent him a bunch of delegations. Actually, I just gifted him some cards and about 15,000 CP. And he's been playing regularly. He sent me some text messages today saying he bought some cards and he's like,
awesome.
He wants to get a few packs. So I sent him 10 Chaos Legion packs. Anyways, just excited to see that our game attracts people who like games, but a lot of people out there, like my friend Mike, they don't believe in NFTs. They don't think blockchain's for real. They don't really trust this. And that barrier can come down. But they need some sort of special moment like that. So I don't know. Hopefully that can be more and more of our friends.
You know, I was just thinking about it. You know, if Mike's looking for a guild, we got spots. You know.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, the exact same thought came to my mind today. I've been too busy to broach the topic, but he blew me up. He probably sent me 10 or 15 text messages about his card openings.
That's awesome.
Wait, I thought Cameron was supposed to add 10 pounds. You both look way sexier. That's funny. Thanks, Trash. Let's see, Butters. Let's see what else is going on here. Remember what I said, Jim? Birds, bees, and trees. I wonder what that little secret is about.
Wait, what did you say?
I'm gonna post Dwayne's reaction and steal. He's the guy. He was Trash says he was the guy with you when I accosted you out front of Luxor. Oh.
Wait, what?
I'm pretty sure Trash is saying he was the first one to say hello to me when I walked up to the Luxor, and he said, and I'm walking up. I'm just arriving at like midday on Friday, and somebody yells out, what does he say? He yelled out like, "Splinterlands sucks," and I just was like, taken back and surprised, and then I was like, oh, like people recognize me in real life, and they're making. But I didn't say anything back. I just kind of like. Just shell shocked from that experience. This is the first time anybody in real life has like acknowledged me from this YouTube channel, and so that was shocking.
Yeah,
but yeah, Trash, nice to that was cool, man. Thanks. Vote for Jim clip. Yeah, Gank in the house. I don't see him, but I do. Oh, there it is. NFT Gaming and Collectible. Howdy, dude. Good to see you, Gank. Thanks for popping by, buddy. And guys, I want to say yesterday night, I was putting my kids to bed and I saw Gank had Commander Chaos, I think, on. And I haven't watched it yet, but it sounded like a detailed deep dive in sort of how easy and how powerful bots can be through like simplified coding. And I want to know more about that because I actually want to be able to speak to that topic in our game with more proficiency than I feel I can. And so, Gank, that was a huge interview. I can't wait to watch the whole thing, and you guys should too, because I think it's going to help unlock like a better understanding for me, anyways, about like what's possible, and therefore how I should kind of maybe advise or speak on that topic when I talk to the audience. Like I want to be able to properly articulate how severe a problem bots can be, or how if they're not a big deal. But it sounded like from his description and the conversation in the chat that I was able to catch that, you know, he has a limited idea of how to code, and he's able to execute some complicated, powerful tools. So sounds like a great interview. I'm glad you guys did that. Yeah. Bird says I should do a video with Mike to onboard new players. Maybe that's kind of a cool idea. I could do a video and just like have him talk about what he's doing or how he got into it or something. That's kind of a cool idea. I'd have to see if he'd be down for that. Yeah, I thought so. Trash says, yeah, that was me. I yelled Splinterlands sucks. I thought so. Turns to gold. Okay, you know what? Let's open these. Let's open these. Yeah, it was very interesting. I learned a lot. Cool. I'm going to open these Gladius cases, and then I'm going to raffle off to somebody in the audience based on a trivia question for that chaos pack that Gank sent over.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I can't wait to win.
So I don't know how many of you guys are in guilds, but you should be. And this is going to be a really big part of the game. I know you think if you're not in a guild, you probably think I'm not a nerd. I don't want to be in a guild. And I need you to hear me. I never thought I wanted to be in a guild. I've had friends who were in StarCraft guilds and who were in Counter-Strike guilds, and I was like, that's really nerdy, guys. Like, come on. But it's actually, first of all, who cares? First of all, what if it is nerdy? Second of all, it's actually great to know people that know something about this game that you're passionate about. And then above and beyond all of that community stuff, which is great. The community is great and you should want that. But even beyond that, the financial opportunity that is possible with the coming rewards to guilds, I think is going to be huge. And we've heard Cryptomancer talk about this. I think it's going to be huge. And I think if you're not currently taking that seriously, you're going to regret it. You want to make inroads in a guild. You want to find a guild that has a spot, that has buildings that are well developed so that you can earn and battle and win. And you're not going to do that overnight. And once those SPS rewards start coming to guild brawls, if you're not already foot in the door, you're going to regret it, because you're going to see other people getting significant rewards for this extra thing on top of it's one more way to extract value from these assets you've already accumulated. So just find a way. There's tons of guilds out there, including Time and Attention, that are looking for, good, interested people who love this game. So if that's you, check out the Discord, talk to Gank, get into IG. If you can't get into Time and Attention, there's a million other great guilds. YGG, I know a lot of good guys over there. So yeah, tons of great guilds. Guys, find a home, because you're going to regret it if you're not. And these cards are the gladiators, obviously, and some of them are deeply powerful, and I'm super pumped. Oh, I actually have other gold foil copies of him. That's cool. I'm hoping I get some epics. Do I have any epics? I don't know if epic, dude, that's huge. I don't know if I have any. Another epic, dude, 4 epics so far.
Cow.
4 epics and a few more rares. Okay, cool. I don't have many of him. Yeah, okay. This one I like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This one's really strong when you get a few options. Like for 2 mana, I'm pretty sure it goes up to 4 melee, and it has Bloodlust for 2 mana cost. And I think it might even have poison at the highest level. Nice. I don't like that one so much, but gold foil is always great. Oh, that's the one I was really hoping to get many copies of. This one's so good. in my most recent guild brawl for time and attention, I went 5-2, I think, which is respectable. And this card was pivotal in me winning. And that's another reason you want to get into a guild now, not later, because you get into a guild, you start participating, you earn merits, you can buy these packs, you start accumulating these cards, and these cards are going to help you win more and more, thereby snowballing your success and your opportunity in Splinterlands. I'm going to save that epic for later. Do that one for later. Okay. Okay, epic. Come on, let's see some gold foil epics. That'd be wild. I don't have that one yet. That's awesome. Look at this card, guys. 5 speed at level 1 with 4 melee. This is a huge hit point pool. It's got reach, so it's safe. It's like behind some main tank. This is an amazing secondary tank.
Yeah, especially when you throw Wraith on top of it. Then he just becomes a main tank if you want him to be.
And he's got that bloodlust, so like this could really work out. This is a strong card. I'm hoping this is a gold foil of the Quora Town. Okay, that's cool. I didn't have that one. Love it. Okay. And then let's see. For a giveaway to a pack. Quora, yeah. Chris West says he loves Quora. Yeah, Quora is so strong with that. Like, look at this tank, guys. Yeah. First of all, at level 1, she only has 11 hit points, but at level 2, she gets 1 more hit point. And Jim rightly pointed out to me the other day, I didn't know this. Maybe you don't know this, but every 3 hit points you get, you're able to tank heal 1 more hit point per heal. So if you have 12 hit points, every time you heal, you'll regain 4 hit points. If you have 11 hit points, every time you heal, you'll regain 3 hit points. And so this is actually a really key break point that you need, that I didn't understand even a week ago. And so maybe you don't understand now. But yeah, it's every 3 hit points is 1 more healable point. And so she's powerful at level 1. But man, she gets, you know, at level 2, she gets that extra hit recovery per turn. And then just if she gets bloodlust, dude, watch out. 3 magic, 3 melee, 4 speed. Like what?
You know, I just thought about an ability. What if they gave the heal ability, but it had recharge, and it would heal for 100% of life total?
What would you call
it?
It
only worked every other turn.
Yeah, I could see that. That could be something. Cool. You'd probably want to have a huge hit point pool, like something like 20 hit points, and and maybe it doesn't do any damage. So it's like if you get it, if you kill it, you know, if you don't kill it and if you waste time on it, it's gonna just you lose that game. But if you finish it off, I don't know, you know, of course, then you're on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I like number 50 on the merits. Whoa. Ivan says he's number 50 on the merits wish list. Been hoarding for a while. How come you would hoard them, Ivan?
Yeah, why? It doesn't make sense.
Is there some reason I'm not imagining? Like, what? Help me understand that. I have most non-legendary gladiator cards, including level 2 Quora. Maybe he just, well, you can't have them all maxed out. Are you talking about? I want to see his reply there, but in the meantime, I'm going to look him up quickly. But before I do that, no, I'm going to look him up.
Oh, so Birdsby's Trees asked, when SPS in guild, I assume that's brawls. So, guys, they've stated everything for the guild SPS wins for the brawls is coded. It's fully done. They're just waiting to launch it. We don't know when that's going to be. It could be next week. Could be the following week. But I do believe there is something going live what is going live this upcoming Tuesday that I saw?
I don't know, man.
I saw something.
Yeah, I don't know. Explorer And no, what is it? It's top holders. We go over here. Go merits. Boom. Somewhere down here around 50, he said. There he is right there, 51. 72,000 merits. So now you could buy, it's divisible by 4. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're doing there, Ivan. You just waiting. Like, is there some reason I don't understand? Some sort of future value for merits that you see that coming that I don't know about?
Also, real quick, I figured out what was happening Tuesday. It's going to be the GLX airdrop for SPS holders.
Okay. And that's a reoccurring thing, right?
Yep. I believe this is specifically for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Did you see Tails' video on that? And Tails, are you still there? He's there. I'd love to see his comments on this. But did you see Tails' video talking about the GLX airdrop or GLG
I
airdrop?
did not. Mm-mm.
So he said he was making the point, and I hope he's here to comment. Before I go that, Ivan says, I want to be able to buy blood and power stones potentially. Oh, of course. You want the power stones also. So you just want to wait until yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So Tails was covering the GLX airdrop, and he was saying, look, if you want GLX tokens, there's 2 ways to get it. One, you can buy SPS and stake that SPS, and through that you'll get, a certain amount of GLX. And he said if you buy, I think he said if you bought 10,000 SPS, you would get, and he calculated it all out. He's like, you're gonna get, I forget how many GLX it was, but he's like, you're gonna get X amount of GLX. And he's like, but if you spend that same amount of money on tower defense packs now, instead of SPS, you buy tower defense packs, those tower defense packs will get you double the amount of GLX tokens over a 6-month period. So there's a faster, better airdrop by buying tower defense packs. And he said, look, his point was like, look, if you want to maximize your GLX tokens, go ahead and buy TD packs. And I that makes sense. Mathematically, that's valid. It's faster. It's more frequent. It's more, it's a more potent way to get those tokens. But I would say, and probably, I wonder if you guys agree. I want to see in the chat. Like, don't you feel? I feel that I'd rather have SPS than to have tower defense packs. And maybe tower defense is gonna be awesome. I'm not saying it's gonna be bad.
One other thing with the tower defense packs.
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying not tower defense packs, but GLG packs.
You know what? Of course. Of course, because it's go on.
The other thing I was going to say, if you own tower defense packs, you actually get back SPS daily.
If you own, hang on, tower defense or GL?
Yes.
Okay.
If you own tower defense packs, you get SPS daily. That's through Splinterlands side. Gotcha. And then he's saying if you own the GLG MLS packs, then you get GLX. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or SPS. I forget.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly.
But so Tails was talking about GLG packs, and he was saying it was $1,000 investment. But Tails, my pushback is, and I think you knew this, you just were saying, look, if you really want to maximize those GLX airdrops, then you should want to get the packs. And that's true. But I think you didn't say, and maybe you said it in your broader live stream conversation. I wanted to almost DM you this because it strikes me as an unfinished thought. You probably want to kind of articulate, well, if I hold my SPS, like, look, I actually want to hold SPS, even though it provides fewer of those GLX tokens. I'd rather be invested in SPS because I see a broader, more like, what's the word? Like, secure investment there. And that's my view anyways. And I think it's your view too. So that was something I wanted to ask you about. And I wanted to raise, because I saw GLX being talked about, and I think you mentioned it, Jim. And then I knew Tails was here.
Yeah.
And he says, Depends on if you, he says in the chat, he goes, depends on if you value SPS more or GLX more from an appreciation perspective. The video was specifically to maximize GLX only. So again, he was like saying, look, if you want your GLX, this is the best path. Got it.
Yeah.
I figured that was it, dude. I did. I just wanted to, since you were here, I wanted to touch on that topic.
Dwayne, real quick, how many lands do you have?
Whoa.
Is it 13?
14 or 15.
Okay. How much SPS a day do you get from those?
So I have 15 plots of land, and then close. And then I have
I don't know if that's daily.
I don't know that it is. I think you're only getting one SPS per land.
I think it's like 1.12 daily.
Yeah. I think that's true.
Yeah, because I want to say it's like 41 a month.
That sounds right. A
little bit more.
That sounds right.
All right, yeah, it's 1.36. Okay.
Why do you ask though?
Birds Beach Trees was asking, are you getting a lot of SPS for land?
You know what I've noticed talking about SPS? Earlier I saw somebody ask, why is SPS dropping? That's an interesting conversation. I don't really have the answers, but I would say, there's just a lot of it still. I think as we start to see more and more sinks for this stuff, as we start to see DC rise to the peg, and I do think that will happen. And you heard in the last town hall, Aggie was open to exploring other sinks for DC. He talked, somebody asked, what if we stopped printing so much DC for liquidity pools? And he was reluctant to say yes to that, but he was open to it. And if we can restore DC peg, and I think we will, then what happens is you will almost necessarily see DC fluctuate a little, and there'll be people who burn SPS to get DC in those moments to maintain the peg. And in that, we will see this mechanic that reduces the total SPS available. And that is where, maybe that's months away, maybe that's a couple of years away, but I'm a firm believer that SPS is destined for much higher values. Right now I have 42,000 SPS on this account, and I've said before I want to get 1 million. I did have 100,000. I sold 60 to get 2 validator nodes and to then get some Riftwatcher packs. But this to me is like my untouchable SPS. The SPS would have to spike up to like $2 for me to liquidate any of this. This is like I have to have it. And so I think it's destined for bigger numbers, but it's a ways away. There was something that led me to that conversation, but I forget what it was now.
There's one thing I wanted to add to that. Why prices of SPS have been dropping? It's because now they're giving you more opportunity to be buying them at such a low price that when they go up, you guys will be very happy. So go ahead and capture that opportunity.
Yeah. Let's see. Only documented for should give advice. About $500 in GLS packs in a group buy could definitely be an amazing opportunity. Yeah, what I said earlier might make it sound like I'm kind of crapping on the GLG. I'm not. I think it probably will succeed. And if it does succeed, those who invest now are going to see such significant rewards. But I heard Gank say this one time, and it really struck me. And he was like, it was something like this. I might kind of not get it 100% accurate. It was something like, everybody's walking their own story here, their own journey. And once you've kind of come up, you don't need to take as big a chance anymore to try and, to win big, to kind of hit a home run. And this idea that people like Gank, or even now myself, who have got, my assets are worth something like 60,000 US in a video game. That's pretty wild, guys. And And so I actually believe that GLG, which I think they're now rebranding as, if I'm not mistaken, is going to do just fine. And I think Tower Defense is going to do just fine. And I think I'm even excited to see the casino games and the whatever, everything that they touch. I'm excited to see it. But that doesn't mean I'm going to take a big bite on any of it. I've got what I've got here, and I understand this, I think, quite well. And I almost just want to, like, for better or worse, I'm going to play the game I know, and these other ones I will incidentally, touch occasionally and to some extent mess around with, but never in the same way, I don't think. Astral Robot, good to see you, dude. That was my question. The reason to reward DC, everything else is it? Yes. Okay, Tails says that was his question about there is no reason to reward DC to those liquidity pools. And if we did do away with that, that would reduce the amount of inflation on DC and thereby have a positive impact, theoretically, on the price, the restoration of the DC peg, which ultimately would have great impact on a lot of things for our game. So it's a great question. I almost want to talk to you separately, Tails, about that a bit more, because I want to see you, because Aggie said he kind of didn't sound confident that would work. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Like, why would he say that? It seems to me that it would work. Jim, do you have any thoughts on that? Like, why wouldn't, if they stop printing DC for liquidity pools as a reward, wouldn't that necessarily just reduce the DC exposure and thereby cause DC price to rise? Because that was Tails' question, and Aggie didn't seem to agree. Any reason you can see?
Yeah, I'm not really too sure. Like, if you make it to where, right? If you make it to where there's no more getting out there, but people still have to use it for whatever reasons.
Yes.
Like, it instantly, well, not instantly, but it'll start to go up over time. I don't see how he would disagree with that.
Yeah, I didn't.
Especially with when they're all about, oh, hey, we want to have 9 months of cards and then stop producing cards so that way they can go up in price.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with DEC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I see it the way you see it. And I think we both see it the way Tails sees it. So maybe Aggie just needed some more time to think about that, because I don't know that he didn't seem to.
So one thing that I'm sure you guys have noticed is that sometimes aggro doesn't read the questions correctly. There is a possibility that he just didn't read it correctly or just understand it correctly. Mm-hmm. I've noticed that a couple times.
I see a comment from Harry Larry McNary. He says, would they really consider canceling the DEC liquidity pool rewards? I think, Harry, that conversation, well, first of all, I think they definitely would consider it. The question is it helpful to create more DC? And they do want to have some inflation of DC because we need DC for different things like guild buildings and certain packs, like tower defense packs, I think, right? Aren't they being sold for DC?
Yes, they are.
And so vouchers. There are different mechanics in the game that require DC, and then just the market, the card market still currently runs on DEC. So, and what else? Some of the packs. Do you pay DEC to get Chaos Legion packs? You do, don't you?
I actually don't remember.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, you can.
You don't have to, but you can. And so right now, the economy is such that we do require a certain amount of inflation on DEC in order to allow it to just kind of stay even. If they eliminated all liquidity pool production of DEC, that would be the last, as far as I know, that's the last main way DEC is created, with the exception, as far as I know, with the sole exception that you can burn SPS for DEC right now. And so I think they could stop the liquidity pool provision, but that would have some side effects in the form of those liquidity pools are making it easy for people to move into DC and out of DC into SPS, for instance. And so if you did away with those rewards, you would detract from those people and holding value in those liquidity pools. And if you did that, you would lower liquidity for this asset. And what would that have some sort of negative ramification on our market? I don't really know. That's something I can't think through.
I kind of see what Agro's saying now, because DS put in there what he claimed.
Aggie
so
claimed,
if you make it,
go ahead.
Yeah, if you make it to where, it's kind of the same thing. He's saying with oh wait, no, is it? No, that doesn't make sense.
By reducing DC.
Yeah, that's not a good analogy, is what I should say. It does make sense for him saying like, oh, if there's no constant flow of it, it makes it to where people are just going to want to like get rid of it. Yeah. But at that point, there's still a use for it. That's the part that's confusing, is like there's still a huge use for it. Especially when who said it? Ivan. SPS rewards and brawls may help with DEC price, because people are going to want to climb stuff and be putting money into their buildings.
Big time.
And it's all only in DEC.
Yeah, big time. Guys, if you don't know about this, guild buildings are expensive, man.
Yeah, it's so much money.
Yeah.
It's like the final thing for arena is 1.5 mil.
Yeah, like we're
on top of that.
We have tier 5 of the arena. This is one of the buildings. Not everybody knows. There's lodge, arena, barracks, store. But in arena, this is one level. It takes 250,000 to update this one level to level 6. 250,000 DEC is like times, I don't know, 0.triple, something like that. That's $150 just for this one level of this one building in this one guild. $150, and then at level 6, it's another 500,000, which is double that, and then 750, and then $1 million, and 1.5 million. So it's like 2.53. It's 4 more million to max out my guild building. That one building, 4 million times 0.6660, $2,400 US to max out that one building in DEC, and there's no other way to do it. And that DEC gets burnt. I think it's burnt. It doesn't go.
Yeah, it's burned.
Yeah, and so this is a huge sink. And yeah, when SPS rewards are kind of pouring out of guilds, people are gonna say, "Wow, I need to get this arena higher. I need to get my store higher, my barracks higher, my lodge higher." Actually, lodge doesn't cost DEC. It's a different.
Yeah, the hall.
Yeah.
The hall is actually the cheapest building to max out, because they give you the first level for free, so you don't have to pay. The cap is 1 mil.
Yeah. Buy and hold, meaning, yeah. Let's see. Black Feather, keep all the DEC pools and burn it every time you level cards. Burn DEC when you level cards. Why wouldn't that work? I've never heard that before. So you would like...
Oh, utilize it as like a cost source to level up cards
instead of like as an alternative to buying more copies. But that would create inflation for the cards, because you would have this new way of... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, unless he's talking about it and going with, so you need to burn the cards along with burning the DEC.
Yeah, you can burn Gladius cards for DEC too. Oh yeah, so GFI also added that in addition to liquidity pools, there is one other mechanic through which you can get DC. You can burn SPS, you can get it out of liquidity pools, and you can burn Gladius cards. You can burn any cards really, because every card has a certain burn value. That burn value translates to a DC payout that will come from Splinterlands if you burn a card, destroying it forever.
Yeah.
Their own guild, they use their merits and burn cards. What? I know GFI Gaming. I know of bots that are in their own guild to use their merits to burn the cards for revenue. What? I guess so, right?
Say that again?
It'd be one more way to extract value from the assets. Like if you already made a bot, you could use it then in the brawl battles to then earn some merits, to then buy some cards, to then get one more revenue. Oh yeah, gross, dude. Bots are, the bots being described there by GFI are parasitic, and that is a problem. I don't know how we navigate that. We've talked about this to death. I don't want to go over that one again, but bots are one of those things that we are going to be wrestling with that topic for the duration of Splinterlands, it seems.
Dude, that kind of gives me an idea. Maybe I should burn my non-gold foil gladiator cards.
Only if, some of them are so powerful though, dude. Like they really can make a difference.
I know, but I literally don't play in anything other than gold foil.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's interesting.
That's not a terrible thing. I wasn't even thinking of that.
How do the focuses work with the buildings? I don't know what you mean by focuses. Oh, do you mean the like daily focus?
Oh, yeah. So it's not based, since it's the exact same thing how it previously was.
Yes.
You get one a day per person. It's not based upon how many chests you get.
No. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys don't know, the lodge in your guild building gets improved by your participants, like your guild participants actually completing their daily quest, or now called the daily focus. And so the questioner was wondering like, how does that mechanic change it? And no, it's like, if you earn one chest for we didn't give away a pack. We got to do that next. And
yeah, you got to come up with the question.
Necromancer's giving away gold obsidians. What?
Cow.
Are you kidding me? From
what?
No, this is from 1258 Scholar 3. That's I gave myself that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I was like, what? That's a monster giveaway.
That was a huge giveaway.
See, I sent all my cards to Infidel 1258. And so that I can't even do that. But I got to see, how can I do
this?
Go
to Peak Monsters.
Yeah, and I go
to Explore. Oh, this is rented.
Okay.
Scroll down.
New items.
New items.
Transfer cards?
I don't know. Unless it was bugged.
Oh man.
Who gave it to you?
I'm renting so many cards. It's hard to impacts. It's hard to, but no, maybe it just needs a minute because it's 4 minutes ago. Transfer, there it is.
Damn, Dwayne, you're so generous to yourself.
Look at this. It won't show me.
Refresh it. Refresh.
Let's see. View details. What the?
Oh, wait. It's probably Usher.
No.
Go check your Usher, because remember the image was effed up.
You're right.
Go check your Usher.
Dude, are you giving Usher? No, that's ridiculous. We can't give an Usher away.
Just go check yours. You're on buy list.
I know, but I'm kind of like jittery right now. That's ridiculous. Like that is like idea
right.
is
right.
Is let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Oh my goodness, dude, that's ridiculous.
He sent it to you.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude. Necro, that's too much. We got to give away. Okay, we're gonna give away some Chaos Legion packs. We're gonna give away one from Gank and then 5 from me, because that's just the generosity of Necro there is just huge, and I want to pay that forward. So we're sending out 6 Chaos Legion packs. And the first question from the chat, this is trivia about yours truly. Okay. What was the first gold foil legendary summoner that reward card? Sorry, what was the first gold foil reward card I ever received for free from playing Splinterlands? Legendary reward card.
Can I also guess? Because I know it.
You'll get you can't, not on this one, Jim. Not on this one, buddy.
I already know it.
Yeah. So this is for a pack. The first person to answer what gold foil legendary reward card did I receive? There it is. Tails knew it.
Tails cheating, man. Tails cheated.
Nah, that's good. Sorry, yeah, good guess, Hewitt. Ruler, yep. Ruler of the Seas. Eric knew it too.
Technically, Eric said Ruler of the Seas first.
Did he? Where is that?
Technically Eric, because Tails said Rules of the Sea and then just said Ruler, but didn't say Ruler of the Sea.
Yeah, cold as ice.
I think Eric wins.
Cold as ice, darkness. Dwayne just wanted to say a quick shout out from Australia. Love your content, mate. Joseph, thanks, dude. Appreciate you. The blue magic guy, forgot his name. You're adorable, Ashley. Thank you for that.
You're doing great, Ashley.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna send one to Tails. Shop. One pack. How do I do it? Oh yeah, open. And thanks. Shout out to Gank. You guys got a NFT collectibles.
He said Rots.
Tails. Well, I don't know what Tails is.
He said Rots fast enough.
I don't know what Tails' in-game name is. So Tails, if you
Sinister?
Yeah, of course. Yes. Yeah, that's right.
You're gonna do me like that, Jim Bill. We got him, boys. We got him.
Bang, bang, bang. Let's see.
Oh, hey, give me a minute. I'm gonna go fill up my milk glass.
Okay. You're gonna do me like that, Jim? Feel like the champ grind is harder than ever this season. Mantis, dude, I have walked away from the grind. Look at this DEC pool I'm accumulating. Look at this I got 76,000 DEC. This is from rentals. I am now like, well, here's the thing. End of last season, I didn't make champion. I finished in diamond in the wild format. And then I said, no, I can't do this, guys. It's too hard. It's absolutely, I've got a great deck, but it's too hard. So I'm going to try modern. At the beginning of the season, I went from novice to gold level 2 or gold level 1. And then I gave up. And I've been just recovering my capture rate since then. But in the meantime, I'm just renting and accumulating DC and buying cards. So I'm using Splex GG to do my rentals. If you guys,
Artifact.
If you're ever renting, I mean, it works well for me. And they automate, they take a fee, but it's just so easy. But then we have, like I said a minute ago, guild brawls are so important to me. So what I'm doing is, when my guild has a guild brawl, I'm picking a fray, and then I'm just unrenting all of those cards. Usually you have enough time between the team selection, the fray selection, and the actual execution of battles. You have enough time to then cancel the battles you have, so I can uncancel my rentals and then have them ready. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'll in like 5 or 6 days, I'll make a really good push in modern, and I'll play a ton for 4 or 5 days. I can't compete with this, guys. Like, here's the thing. You want to see a problem? I think a lot of people think I'm never critical of Splinterlands. Here's one thing I can be critical about. I don't know how to solve this either, is the problem. But here's my criticism. It pays more to rent my cards than it does to play the game. That's a problem. Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, it is definitely a problem.
Here's the thing, guys. I can make, Jim, I can make 30,000. No, hang on. Go to Peak Monsters.
Wow.
I can make 30, even 40,000 DEC on all my cards if I rent them out every single day. 40,000-ish. And then I have to take a haircut because I'm using Splex GG to modify and monitor those. So I'm paying them 10%. But I can make 35,000 DC a day, every day, which across 15 days, 35,000. Oh, hang on.
Times 2,400. 35,000
times 15 days in a season. I can get 500,000 DC a season, and I times that by 0.006, which is the price per DC. So I can make $300 US a season.
Dude, that's nuts.
Renting my cards, never having to spend time playing the game. I don't know how to solve this, guys. Help me think this through. But this is a problem. Why? This is a problem because I don't want to not play. I desperately like this game. I want to get in there. But I can't make this by playing the game unless I go really lucky. So I have to go, if I want to look at my earnings, I can go to splintershare.info, and I can look up Infidel 1258, and I can go search my last rewards, and you can scroll down. My season rewards were $20. So that's $20 compared to $300. And then on a daily basis, I can get about $8 to, like, here's 25 cents, 40 cents, right? Like,
it's not even close.
Over a season, I may be making, with that account, I may be making $40, or I can make $300 and never touch the game again. And it's fully automated. I don't know what to do about that. Because I don't want rental prices to go down, but I somehow want the reward for playing to be even higher. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. Is that a problem with the game? Is there a game design there? Is that a gimmick? Is that a mechanical issue with the reward scheme? I don't know. And while you guys are answering that question, I'm going to send out another I'm going to think of another trivia question. Let's see. Okay.
What about your least favorite card?
Okay.
What card do you think is the most useless?
Ooh. Yes. Jim's right. That's a great question, because you guys, I want you all to affirm the accuracy of this statement. What is the least, absolutely the most garbage card in this game? And the first one to get it will get a pack. Garbage card, worst card, least, helpful card. I don't know how you want to frame that, but it's like, in my opinion, it's objectively the worst card. Do you know what that card is? You will get a Chaos Legion pack. And let's see.
No, it's not Kelia. All right, for him, it's not Kelia for him.
Koisen says another way of looking at it is the ROI on renting cards is just amazing. You own like $25,000 in cards. I earn about $60,000, $55,000 in cards. Eventually, someone will own too much value in cards, and that it can't and shouldn't be earned. So if you own like $250,000 in cards and rent it out $3,000 per season, can you imagine that? He's right. Like, what if I had $500,000 in cards? I could be making $3,000 a season.
Yeah. It's honestly ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually what me and my guild's kind of doing right now.
Yeah.
We're looking into we made another account, and we're looking to buy it cards and rent it out, just to get our guild overall now more DEC being donated to it.
I love that. Tails was the first answer, by the way. He goes Rusty Android, but give the pack elsewhere. And then Yellow got it. So Yellow, you're gonna get the pack, and I saw a bunch of other people saw it too. Necro knew it.
Whoa. Yellow said Android. Okay. He didn't say Rusty Android. All right, I'll stop memeing.
And let's see. Max Maka knew. Who else knew? Heatsmith, I like Heatsmith. Actually, I use him quite a bit. Although I'll admit, Heatsmith takes a lot of crap. People crap on him and say he's terrible. I like it, that Amplify with the thorns at the higher level. Yeah, you guys knew. Okay, so it's going to Yellow 6100, who your in-game name is not, I don't think, Yellow 6100. I don't remember it though. So drop it in the chat. And I want to read a few of these comments. Yellow mostly. Would you expect to earn 3,000 per season? That's absolutely crazy. I think you're saying if the card value got up to $250,000 from, like, if I have 25,000 in value now and it gets up to $250,000, it's absolutely bananas that those numbers you're offering are accurate. Like, if it literally is, my cards are currently worth 50 grand now, and if they 10x in value, you're talking about $3,000 rental profit every 2 weeks. That is crazy, because the game doesn't pay that much. But I think what that is showing me, and I almost want to hear your thoughts on this, guys. It's showing me that there's, even though cards are inexpensive, relatively speaking, right now, it takes a long time for the new players that came along over the last few months to accumulate a halfway decent deck that they feel satisfied with. So most of you are, including myself, are renting cards from time to time. And that rental desire will always be greatest when the community of card holders is kind of in transition in building their decks. And you're always going to be in transition to some extent, but that period of time is kind of acute right now. So maybe there's a unique pressure and opportunity within card rental values right now that won't maybe exist in a year or two or more. I don't know. Maybe it will get even crazier and crazier, because I'm always going to have these older cards, and then you guys are going to have some Untamed, and you're going to have some Chaos Legion cards, and those are eventually going to be older cards, and maybe they have unique rental value. I don't know. And what about land? When land comes out and you need to populate your land with monsters, what will that do to these crazy rental prices?
Yeah.
And Yellow says it is a problem. I get it. Keegan Walls, gotta love the min max chase. Yeah, that's it. You're always looking. If you're smart about this game, you are always looking at, okay, for first 5 days I won't play. I'll just rent. For the middle of the season, I'll rent some cards and I'll push hard. I'll get my brawls in. I'll play some tournaments. That is the way to max it. Trash Dragon says, just become a card lord, landlord, but for cards.
That just sounds like scholarship accounts with extra steps.
Okay, I got to send out that pack. That was to Yellow. Oh, yeah.
Yellow, which is revival.
Yeah.
Or reveal. Okay.
Cool.
I forgot he was a fellow guildie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you have to buy one?
No, I've got plenty. Reveal, boom. Okay, next question. Jim, you got anything in your mind? Any trivia that they should know, or even about yourself?
Oh. About myself, huh? Oh, were we doing another giveaway?
Yeah, I got 4 more.
Oh, there is one thing I actually want to bring up before we do the trivia question.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be doing a series of giveaways, but it's not going to be in-game cards. At Splinterfest, they gave us a card pack, and there were a couple cards in there.
Yeah.
So I think what my plan is, right? I'm going to be giving out the trivia questions, and to the people that get it right, I will be mailing out these cards signed. I think I'm going to do 5 questions, 5 cards, and then sign them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's a great idea.
So I don't know what question I'm going to do right now, but
okay. Then,
I got to come up with questions.
Then I'm going to ask a question that's not about me, but it's about Tails is hanging out in the chat. He's answered 2 questions correctly first, and he surrendered one of his victories.
Yeah.
Tails has a YouTube channel, and he's a famous member of this community. Who is his name? There was a problem with his name, and that it had something to do with the Splinterlands team. Who knows what that sort of problem was and who that person was, and I want to know specifically that person's role at Splinterlands. I'm holding the card in my hand, so that's why. Does anybody know who the name, partner, or problem was there, and what that person's role at Splinterlands is? You get a pack if you do.
Ivan.
Yeah, Cryptomancer.
Oh, Ashley was so close.
But What is Crypt? That's it. That's who it is. But the answer was, what does he do?
What does he do?
Christmas development team. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You got. I mean, here's the thing. I
feel like I don't even know his title actually.
Yeah. Software developer. Software developer. Where's the developer? There's more than one person that said developer. That's pretty like nitpicky. Say,
isn't lead developer? Isn't that Matt? Matt is the lead developer.
I don't really know. You guys are fast coder. Yeah. Let's see, dang, I spelled it wrong. I'm gonna send that. I think that's. I still think Yuki, developer's the closest thing there.
Yuki has gone into more detail, saying Cryptmaster, lead developer, and his name was too close to his name.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay.
So you did ask, like, what was the problem?
That's right, I did. Okay, I'm gonna send one to Butters and one to Yuki. So Butters is he has the Butters account, I think, but he also has another one, but I'm gonna send it to Butters.
Yeah. So Matt's the chief product officer, but he was also literally the first, or he was the only person doing development. Like, doesn't that also put him as lead developer?
I don't know.
Especially since everything has to, I guess that's the product, right? Like,
I think Yuki's full name in YouTube is his full name in game. I'm going to without the numbers. It looks like it's working. Okay, for my next question, gang's going to be more Chaos Legion packs. For my next question, I want to ask, I have only ever had the good fortune of interviewing one of the Splinterlands team, and it was an amazing honor, and I was really starstruck when I had the chance to speak to this person. Who knows who I spent a half an hour talking with? He's part of the Splinterlands team.
Can I write it in? I know the answer, Dwayne. Come on, let me win this pack.
Jim, we know you know. Here's no anymore. Was a dev, but I think he's not a dev anymore.
Oh man. Gank likes the trivia.
Yeah, me too, man. Aggie, Yuki knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yuki, you got one already, buddy. I gave you the last one because you gave all that extra detail. Tails got it. Give elsewhere.
So people don't know this, right? I assume people don't know this. But back before Chaos Legion came out, Dwayne was setting up a bulk buy, right? And we had a bunch of guys chilling in chat. And we actually had Aggro enter the chat with us. And we were talking for what, like 30 minutes about just like random stuff, and then also Chaos Legion.
Yeah.
That was super cool, dude. I was like, oh my God, I'm a part of it with the big dogs.
Yeah, exactly. No, I felt the same way, man. Like there's a half an hour interview on the channel. It was a great interview. We talked, he's a gentleman, man. Like, and people crap on him. They give him a hard time. This is a difficult thing to do well. And we are disappointed if we don't get enough rewards, and we're disappointed if something changes that we liked. And so, and then he and Matt and the team get dumped on. But for him to take a half an hour of his time and come sit with me and talk about Splinterlands, about this game that I'm passionate about. And I asked him that. I said, like, how do you do that? Like, what you've made this game, this special game, and you like come on to some guy's channel with like a few hundred followers at the time, and we're like, and he sends me his schedule. He's like, yeah, just come on out anytime. Like, send me a reserve.
You were at a couple thousand at that point.
Sure, but it's pretty small potatoes. But he said with all sincerity, he's like, the value is the community. Like, it's not like, oh, it's a little extra thing, if we're able to spend time with a few extra for the community. He's like, there is no game, there is no value, there is no importance if the community doesn't receive and feel received by what we're doing. And he said it better than that too. But like, what an amazing sentiment to be shared. And to me, that went a long way to building. Not that he came to see me, but that he had that feeling for our community. That went a long way to me really feeling committed to their vision, to him, and to me buying in even more. And then shortly after we got the $250,000 worth of Chaos Legion packs organized.
Ridiculous.
Let's see. Alex was the first answer that didn't already win one. There he is, Balsanga. And then I got 2 more, I think, or 3 more. I don't know. There's lots more. Let's just, if there's anything that comes to mind at all, Jim. But Jim, was there something you were saying? No.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna open a few packs. Let's open 10. Let's see here. What else is going on? When is Rooney coming out? It's coming out really, really soon, isn't it? Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Oh, you got a like there?
Yeah,
Nice.
I got a Goldie. Oh, another one.
Dude, last week, Dwayne hooked me up with 10 packs, and 2 legendaries were in it.
Nice.
So, and now he's also getting 2 more legendaries from 10 packs.
Yeah.
Right? This is 10.
Boom. Yeah, it's 10.
Crazy.
One of them's a really strong one too. The Ifrit is. Are they ever gonna fix? Well, fix is a hard word. Are they ever gonna improve recharge? You think?
I don't know.
I do feel like it is a bit of a, redheaded stepchild. It's among the least impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is an amazing card though. Akjira.
I do think that specific one is a better recharge monster.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I think one of the best, but like this, you're not really competing, right? It's like you have Uriel, and then there's that guy.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is just like, why are you playing this?
Mm-hmm.
Uriel, because he's the tank. He has the sustain, but then it's like, all right, well, on top of that, the recharge guy in fire, at least he has magic. So if you don't have to worry about void armor, then like you're gonna do pretty well.
Yeah. When Splinterlands is becoming more of a DeFi investment rather than an actual game, even though it has potential to be more, the devs seem to make it more profitable to use bots. This is a complicated comment, and I don't entirely disagree. The only, I guess, yeah, Trey, I don't entirely disagree. Splinterlands is becoming more of a DeFi investment rather than an actual game. In some sense, I agree with that sentiment, but I wouldn't frame it that way. I would say that it's always had DeFi elements, and on the surface, you don't look at Splinterlands, a collectible card game, and think to yourself, there's a real DeFi mini game within the game, but there totally is. Like we said earlier, min-maxing this stuff, recognizing that you can rent for a window of time, and then you need to be ready to play your seasons, and then there's a certain part of the season where you can climb really rapidly. And then also, by the way, when you are playing, make sure you get into these guild brawls, and then simultaneously any tournaments. There's all these different games within the game that you can understand, and the tokenomics of it all is definitely a game in and of itself. Like when you go over to Peak Monsters and you buy a card that's really inexpensive and then flip it for more, that's a game within the game. That's playing the economy. That's like almost the DeFi element of this. It's like playing the stock market. These are penny stocks, and you might hope that they go up a lot in the future. Or you come over to some of these more, let's say, significant investments, and you say to yourself, well, maybe that Pegasus that Jim just pulled from that pack the other day, maybe the value of $80 or whatever it is could be sold, and then you could use that value to buy other cards that are interestingly have more value and more impact. for less US dollar value. And that is a game. It's like playing the economy of this thing. And I think it's always been that way, but we don't necessarily at first glance think that, because you actually just say, oh, it's just you pick 6 monsters, I pick 6 monsters, that's it. No, that's the surface. And beneath the surface, there's this iceberg, and it's so big. There's so many facets to what can be within Splinterlands, including playing the market, including liquidity pools, including brawls, including tournaments, including monster flipping, including renting cards at the right times and playing at other parts of the season, and a half dozen other things. And so I just think you're right that it is, the economy of it is its own thing. And maybe you might say that's gone too far, but I personally love that about this game. And Jim, you've shared before that you really you've always played real money markets for games.
Yeah.
That's part of what attracted you to this. Is that right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Me and my cousin have been joking around saying that we're like always ahead of the curve when it comes to certain things in our gaming career.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been a part of RMT since 2007.
Mm-hmm.
And once we learned about this, I knew it was game over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In terms of what other game is going to fulfill exactly what I'm looking for more than this. I love card games. I love being able to utilize markets and memorize in a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention, make money on it.
Yeah.
Like, this is everything.
Yeah. Yellow has a quick question that's a good one. He says, don't you find it annoying to unrent after Splex rents out your deck? I totally do. And there's different little mechanics in here that I don't properly understand that theoretically allow you to control what cards they even can rent. And you can say, no, don't rent these cards. I don't know how to do that properly, but that utility exists. And so that's maybe something to think about for yourself. But what I do is I'll come in and I'll let it rent everything. And then when I get my notice in the guild brawl that the combat stages are up, but what my guild will say, what will it say? My guild will say, hey, there's a fray available. Do you want to take one of them? And in that window of time, I'll go and grab specifically, because I like to take fray 11, which is, as you can see, gold league level, and it's alpha beta promo rewards. And so at that moment, which is roughly 2 days ago or a day and a half ago or something like that, I'll go into my rental market on Splex and I'll just go ahead and turn it off. So go to overview, and I just go disable. It says enable now because it's not currently active. And so that will mean that they will no longer put something on the market after I take it off. And then after I disable, I can come over to Peak Monsters and they're still going to be renting and generating profit. I'm still earning 25,000 a DC a day because there's a lot of cards they put on the market a couple of days ago that are still generating profit. But I can go in here and go alpha beta promo reward, and I can selectively remove certain cards from the marketplace so that I'm prepared to fight my thing. And that doing it that way allows me to keep receiving rental profits on most of my deck at a reasonable market value. That's at least a couple days, that maybe the prices are a couple days wrong, but pretty close. And then simultaneously allows me to prepare for my brawls. And that's the only way I found to navigate. But if you guys know better ways how to use Splex, or if there's some content creator who's really dialed in on how to use Splex well for the rentals, I'd love to see that content. Okay, my throat's starting to hurt. Let's give away some packs, and what else could I ask? Okay.
Oh, man. Have we talked about what it is you are most excited for at the future of Splinterlands?
Have we?
Because I think that's a good question.
I like that question. The only problem is I don't know if I know the answer. What am I most excited for about this game? Oh man, I really feel like I don't know that I would have the same answer to that question if I previously answered it.
Yeah.
Because
I was asking people this at Splinterfest, and I loved Agro's answer. He's most excited for the partnerships that we don't know about that are in the works or, being processed, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
That was his favorite.
I think the thing that struck me the most about it, especially coming out of Splinterfest, was just the community and like getting to know people more. But of course, I really think there's a huge financial, I think this game will retire me, which is kind of bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeesh, what else can I ask? Something. Okay, you guys I think you probably all know my children's names, but do you know the first name of my wife? If somebody knows that.
Yes, I do.
And what was Dwayne's gift to Butters at Splinterfest? Yeah, what was my gift to Butters as well as Jim Morgan and Ashley? I gave the same gift to Butters, Jim, and Ashley. Tell me, guys, what was that? Butters, my older daughter's name is Hazel. Good guess. My lovely wife is not named. Yeah, she is named Mrs. Actually, she's not named Mrs. Cunningham. I tease her that she is. She kept her own, her family name. Her dad never had any boys, and just having that name just kind of go away. She didn't like that, and so I respected that. And I was like, so her last name is different than my last name, but I call her Mrs. Cunningham all the time. She is a hottie stock. Maple syrup, yeah. Tails knows all of the answers. What is this guy? Tails is the stats man when it comes to everything Splinterlands and everything Dwayne Cunningham.
Oh.
100% Canadian.
So, has anyone else taken a shot of that maple syrup? Because mine's on camera.
Did you get that idea from Ashley's potion idea on her opening?
Someone in the chat was saying needed a potion, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna drink this.
Ashley had a gold foil potion. She had an orange juice and she drank it before she opened her packs.
Yeah, I saw that on her video. That was so funny.
Okay, I don't know who said my wife's name is oh, you guys haven't gotten it. I guess maybe I've never said it. Her name is Angela.
You definitely have said it, and we've done this question before.
Have we?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys all owe me a pack now, so just
everyone send the pack over to Moo Killer. That's Dwayne's new account that he's doing a progress on.
Harry Larry McNary says Sapphire. That's
actually
name.
Kind of a sick name.
That's kind of my daughter actually plays video games and she likes to call herself Emerald, a beautiful jewel, which is pretty cute.
You know why this is great? My favorite generation in Pokemon was Gen 3, and their games were Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And I was just thinking about the name Ruby as well. I'm like, Ruby and a Sapphire, and then you just said the Emerald.
Okay, so we're gonna send out. This is for maple syrup, and Sinister got one, and then Ashley got one. She was the second one, closest one, and Sinister Tails got so many answers right, so I'm gonna give him another one. But also, I'm giving one to Ashley, who is McFillet or something. McFillet, I believe.
Yeah, McFillet.
And then, okay, you guys knew Butters knew my oldest daughter's name was Hazel. Cool. Who knows my youngest daughter's name?
I'm writing it in chat. I'm not even asking for permission. All right, I won't.
Low Tails. And for a bonus question, what video game nearly ruined my life?
What video game?
Yeah. These are both for PAX. What video game?
Your favorite one?
Eli says Luna. Oh, Birds, Bees, and Trees knew it. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, so it's Lumina. Lumina. And it means light. Lumina, yeah.
Luna is the moon.
Yeah, Luna's a cool name. But yeah, it's Lumina. We call her Lulu. And then, yeah, Tim got it with Diablo 2.
Yeah. Eli said Diablo and then put in the Diablo 2 shortly after.
Just a split second too late there. Eli's been so close all night long. I'm going to send him one too. On several comments. He's been here the whole time and he's really close on a number. So it's like Eli the Great or something. Eli the Wise.
You know what? I kind of want to do a giveaway now. I want to ask the same question.
What
was the game that almost ruined my life?
And then, who else did I get there? Birds, Bees, and Trees. And there was, I think, one more I was going to do. Got a RuneScape there. You got Star Atlas, the World of Warcraft.
Can you imagine if Mike was in here? He's just like naming up all this stuff.
Yeah. Luna is my dog.
Oh man, RuneScape no, Hearthstone no, WoW no.
And I got Eli.
SimCity no. Nope, not Final Fantasy VII.
Him.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure, my man. But no, I respect it. Make love, not Warcraft. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sims adult version. No. Sims. Have I not talked about this at all?
I don't remember the answer to this.
Holy cow, this is a good question.
Let's see. I've never heard the answer to this.
What game almost ruined my life, guys? MTG actually made my life a lot better. It helped me figure stuff out. Ooh, Tilly Tots with the Final Fantasy 11. That's a good one, dude. That actually was the first game to get me into RMT activity. So that was preparing me for Splinterlands.
And Bill Lampier's combat. That's cool.
EverQuest.
That's amazing. No. Dude, I heard Gank shouting out like what game was he talking about? He's talking about playing 3-on-3 with against Keys, and he's like, we'll just roll them. When that happens, Gank, by the way, I was listening to that part of the live event the other day when you and Wacky Keys were hanging out, and I would love to shoot some hoops with you guys next time we get together at some point when we do that. You too, Jimbo. You could you be my 2-on-2, us versus Gank and Keys.
You don't want me to. You don't want me on your team.
Just stand underneath the basket. I'll put it in your hands. Ragnarok Online.
That RO's a good one. I was actually talking with the Jetto, my guild member, about that at Splinterfest.
EverQuest?
He used to play a lot too.
Is it EverQuest?
No, it's not EverQuest. No.
Dude, you I feel like you've never asked this question.
Wow, this is such a good one.
I don't even know the answer. I'm racking my own mind. Like, what could it be?
I know some people in like my IRL know about it, but I kind of want to give a hint, but I don't think I should. I don't think I should.
Online hide and seek.
They got it.
Who did?
They got it. It's Pokemon.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, really? Hey, which one were you really deep into? Or do you mean the card game?
No. The video game. Generation 4. So I got so deep into Pokemon, right? This was during high school. Pokemon Generation 4, Diamond and Pearl, I got into. And then they came out with Platinum, which was like kind of the combination that they do for every single generation. So it was the first one to have online play. So I was a part of a bunch of forums. I did so much research into making like amazing teams, right? That I almost didn't graduate high school because of Pokemon. Which, not saying, not saying if you don't graduate Pokemon, your life's ruined.
Yeah.
But like for me, my family, they were like, you have to finish school.
Yeah.
Like you have to at least finish high school, or it's like you're not living here anymore. And it was like I didn't know what else to even do. Like my entire life was Pokemon at this point. I was playing it in every single class.
Yeah.
And just like sitting at the back room or at the back of the room, playing Pokemon. I had a couple of friends playing it with me, and like I just got super deep into it. But if I, maybe if I did continue, I could have got famous in Pokemon community, and I'd be making competitive Pokemon videos. Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows what it could have done?
Yeah, man.
But
if games are pulling you away from from schooling, like they're really just grabbing your attention so much, like that's where I was at too. I mean, with Diablo, it was literally, I remember I was grinding, playing like bail runs or something stupid,
bail runs,
trying to get some gear that was worth nothing, right? Like no real world value. But here I am grinding for hours upon hours. I woke up, go to my computer, tap. I'm in a dorm room with my frat buddy Matt, and he's 10 feet over there on his computer while I'm over here. We're grinding together, and I've got a box of Oreos, no Fudgios, and a 4-liter milk in my mini fridge, and I didn't move all day, even though that day I had a final exam in university, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna fail anyways, whatever. Like that sort of apathy is absolutely life killing, and that Diablo 2 had me, man. After that I broke my disc. Like I grabbed the disc and I shattered it because I was like, this is too addictive. I can't. For me, I can't play this sometimes. I can't. Yeah, I just need to move away.
You were saying you shattered your disc?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm not going to say you don't need the disc to play it, but hey.
Not anymore, but in the old days. Today I was grinding Diablo. Like I'm in a different place now, right? Like mentally and everything. But like as a young man in university, one of the things I did back then, and I maybe sometimes still do. So I'll share this with you. It's like one of the things I struggle with. I will at times I won't try my hardest. Guys, think about this for yourself. Like, do you ever do this? Do you ever not try your hardest at something that's important to you? Because if you were being honest with yourself, you're actually kind of afraid you're going to fail if you try. You're actually kind of afraid, if I really try, I'm still going to fail. And therefore, I'm not going to really try, because if I don't really try, I don't need to like wear the fact that I lost, that I failed. I can kind of shirk it off and say like, oh, I didn't really try that very hard. If I had, who knows what would have happened. It's this like abandonment of trying because I'm afraid to fail is what it is. And I don't know if anybody else does that, but I do that. And I have to actively talk myself through stuff. Like I'm actually trying to run next year. I'm trying to run 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. That's 2 straight days, waking up every 4 hours and going for an hour-long run every 4 hours. I want to do that to raise money for charity, and I'm terrified I won't be able to do it. I'm terrified I'll get injured. I'm terrified I'll chicken out. But I'm trying now even to say like, okay, but no, we can do it. And we're going to try. And even now I'm trying to train, but for the last week or two, I haven't been doing squats since Vegas, really. And so, anyways, I'm kind of going down a chain here, but I think this is something I struggle with, and it got me thinking like this mindset of that's what I was doing in university with that game. I was like, I was allowing myself to fail because I didn't want to try and then fail. I just wanted to fail on my own terms so I could say, oh, if I tried, it would have been no problem, but I didn't try. And that it somehow hurt less because it was on my own terms, but it's still foolish. Harry Larry McNary gets it. He says dorm room Diablo doesn't get any better. I thought you said disc. No, I didn't. I didn't break my desk. I brought my disc. You're right, Yellow.
I think so. The person who won my giveaway, right?
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what it was that I was going to send to them.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? I think I'm going to do something that I never want to send out.
What do you mean?
That I never want to do giveaway.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm going to give away SPS.
Precious. Trigger the Lord of the Rings memes. Precious.
You guys all know I never want to get rid of SPS, but I will do it for the giveaway.
Yuki, appreciate you, dude. Have a great night, Yuki. We're gonna close it down in a minute or two, anyways, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much should I give? Like one SPS?
Probably start at 10,000 is what the number I was thinking.
You were thinking 10 G's.
Probably, I mean, like at least 5,000 SPS. Come on, dude.
At least 5,000. What? Dude, I don't even know if I'm gonna win clip of the week, okay? People haven't been going over there voting for me.
Yeah, man. No, SPS is great, man. You're right. You're absolutely right. Every SPS is worth at least $1 in my mind.
You know what? I think we should play the clip of the week again. Get everyone hyped up. All the new people that showed up, they can go check it out.
Okay, one more time. Yeah, we're going to shut her down after this, guys, but Jimbo is going to send our SPS to the winner there of that last trivia question. And this is the clip of the week that you guys need to go in and click. Let's see which one's winning currently. This one is you. Is it? Yeah, Move Killer Speechless. Yeah, Speechless looks like it's winning. No, yeah. 18 on that one. Yeah, this is so close, guys. He actually could win. He needs your support. Moo Killer, Speechless, opening an orb.
So close. So close, guys.
So he's just opening, and he sees that gold foil, and look at the eyes. No, it's gold. He was given this pack for free.
Yeah. Matt Two Castle Clark came into the stream and was like, "Here you go, dude."
Yeah. The second hand gold.
Yeah.
So get in there and go vote. And Jim, you've got in-game name for whoever you're going to send support to. Send a little love over to.
He sent in his name, but I think this is wrong.
Who was it?
It was JSYNN. They typed in their name, but I don't think that's correct. I just tried it.
Is it this?
And it's transfer out, correct?
Look at this. Jason Agar 8. Is this it on my screen?
Yeah.
JSYNNTHAGR 8.
And it's transfer out, correct? Because that's going to be sending to them?
Yeah.
Or is it transfer in? Like I deposit it to them?
No, out.
To player. Invalid name account.
Butters dropped the link for that vote for Jim and the Discord channel. Link is here. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, Jason the Great.
Well, he's figuring that out, guys. Thanks so much for coming out and hanging out tonight. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for, oh man, shout out to Necro sending me the 11th man, finishing out the let's upgrade that just to verify that that's happening.
So, all right, guys, the link won't be working for you if you're not a part of the Splinterlands TV Discord channel. So, let me.
How do they vote then?
Here. So, go ahead and click this. This will take you to the Discord. And then from there, you can go into the clip of the week. I don't know why they have it set up like this. I want to say a few months ago, they ran into problems with people, like if it was either hacking or bots getting in here or just like people being frauds and taking other people's names. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, guys, anybody listening, don't do anything funny. Don't do funny business like with sending multiple accounts over there. But go vote once. And like I said, if Jim wins, I'm happy to send 100 SPS to him to distribute to you guys that are live at his next event. And I want to just affirm that I am combining this max level Usher Constantia, because that is for real. That is a huge beast of a card. Look at this thing.
Sure.
Look at this thing. 3 damage, beautiful. 2 speed, 6 hit points. Reflection shield, meaning magic reflect is irrelevant, meaning what else? Blast isn't gonna bug me. Resurrect is huge. Tank heal is gigantic. Oh my goodness, card's so good. So good. 7 mana, are you kidding me? Okay. Jim, that's my throat's killing me. Guys, you're amazing. Thanks, Yellow. Thanks, Zeno. Thanks, oh man, Butters, Blackfeather, Charles, Trey, Stock, Alex, Eli. Oh man.
And if you guys are interested, you can follow me on Twitch, YouTube. I am either posting a video or streaming every single day. And I'm also posting posting more to social medias. So if you guys want to hang out, talk a bit more, I'm always around.
Yeah. And thanks to Gank, and thanks to Gank, Tails, Ashley, so many amazing content creators supporting the channel tonight and just hanging out. So love you guys, and have an amazing night. God bless.
Take care.